The flickering beam of my flashlight cuts through the oppressive darkness, but it doesn't offer much comfort. The shadows just dance and retreat, playing tricks on my eyes. My name is Arthur, and this is my first night as the keeper of Blackwood Cemetery. Dead in the paper said quiet. Peaceful work. Solitude guaranteed. They weren't wrong about the solitude, but peaceful. That's a different story. Every crunch of leaves under my boots sounds like footsteps following me. Every hoot of an owl sounds like a whisper. They told me the job was simple: lock the gates at dusk, do a walkthrough of the grounds, and make sure no one's causing trouble. What they didn't tell me was that the trouble isn't always from the living. I'm walking down the main path now, past rows of ancient headstones that lean like crooked teeth. Some of these graves are centuries old. The names are worn away by time and rain, leaving smooth, blank faces of stone. It feels like the air gets colder here, in the older section. My breath fogs in front of me, even though it's not a particularly chilly night. The old groundskeeper, a man named Silas, he just laughed when I asked him if the place was, active. He handed me the keys, clapped me on the shoulder, and said, "The dead keep their own counsel, son. Just don't interrupt their meetings." I thought he was joking. I'm not so sure now. There's a mausoleum up ahead, the one belonging to the old Blackwood family, the founders of this town. It's a huge, ornate thing of marble and granite, looking more like a small, dark church than a tomb. The iron door is massive, with a heavy, rusty lock. Silas told me to always check the lock. Sometimes, he'd said, his voice dropping low, it has a habit of coming undone. I'm sure it's just the old metal contracting in the cool night air, but my hand is trembling as I reach out to test it. It's secure, thank goodness. As I turn to leave, a sound stops me dead in my tracks. A faint, scraping noise. It's coming from inside the mausoleum. Scrape of scrape. It sounds like stone dragging on stone. My heart is a drum against my ribs. Every instinct is screaming at me to run, to drop these keys and never look back. But this is my job. I force myself to stand still, straining to listen over the sound of my own frantic breathing. The scraping stops. Silence descends again, heavier and more terrifying than the noise it replaced. I slowly back away from the mausoleum, my flashlight beam shaking wildly. That's when I see it. At the edge of the light, near a gnarled old oak tree, a patch of ground looks disturbed. It wasn't like that on my first pass. It's fresh earth, turned over as if someone was digging. But who would be digging in a cemetery in the middle of the night? And more importantly, digging their way in or digging their way out? I don't think I want to know the answer. I think my first night on the job might also be my last. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this little trip into the dark, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more tales from the shadows. Stay safe out there. And maybe, just maybe, check your locks.